guys, and welcome to another edition of Cooking a la Quarantine. I'm Jason, and today we're going to make blueberry pancakes. When I was a freshman in college, we used to go to the county seat to have breakfast. One of the things I liked was blueberry pancakes. So, that's what I'm going to make today. Now, two things. Number one, I've never made pancakes from scratch. Number two, I can't make pancakes if my life depended on it. But, you know what? I'm getting out of my comfort zone, so whatever. So what I'm going to do is it says to mix up all these dry ingredients first and then make all the wet ingredients. You're supposed to use a whisk. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my KitchenAid mixer. So what I would do is I would do all the dry ingredients first. So one 3/4 cup flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. There is a difference between baking powder and baking soda. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure somebody will sit there and one of the little armchair warriors out there will tell me. And the one thing that I've learned is you've got to be very careful with the amount of baking powder and baking soda that you make in a recipe, because it will break your recipe and screw you up. Tablespoon sugar and it says 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So you know what, that's alright. I never really add salt to a lot of stuff. But anyway, so that's our dry ingredients. And you know, somebody was sitting there, they were asking me, well, what kind of maple syrup are we going to use? Are we going to use the commercial stuff, the fake stuff? Hell no. Thanks to Stacy's Uncle Jim, who has maple trees and taps maple syrup every year. That's what we're going to use today, is Uncle Jim's Michigan maple syrup. In fact, she's such a snob, she won't use anything but. So, anyway, I just did the circle of circles around that. 1 1/4 cups whole milk. You know, it was funny. I saw somebody at the grocery store today and said, well, who do you think you are, Emeril Lagasse? And I said, no, I'm just a guy trying to show people how to cook and highlighting small businesses and trying to showcase the farmer. And you know what? If you don't like that, if you can't get behind it, that's fine. But obviously, here you are, you're one of the 55,000 that currently watch, which I'm eternally grateful for, because I'm having fun with it. The minute I don't have fun with it is the minute that I Dave Chappelle this stuff and say, see ya. And you know, for every one critic, there's 200 people that say, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing. I like what you're doing. You know, you're helping people get comfortable in the kitchen. Well, and if I've done that at the end of the day, you know what? I'm all right. I sleep well, and we're going to have some brunch. No, I'm not going to make a Bloody Mary today. So anyway, I'm going to whisk together my separate stuff, and then we're going to mix it together. I'm going to add some blueberries, and we're going to have some fun. So we got to wait until the egg is broken up and the butter's all mixed, and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to mix our dry, and then it says, you know, a cup of blueberries. We'll start out with about that much. If it's too much, it's blueberry, I don't care. It's fruit, it's good for you, I don't care. So now we're supposed to mix it up until it looks like batter. And then I'm going to try some tricks of the trade over here and see if we can make some pancakes. And we'll go from there. We'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my little pancake pan here. Got my blueberries and stuff, and the one thing that I've found when pancakes are made, a ladle helps out a lot. I just said I don't know how to make them without using Bisquick, but you know what, I decided to use a little shortening today because I just wanted to grease up this pan after we cleaned it off. And it's not like I eat this stuff religiously or anything like that. It was here, and I want to make sure that the pan was greased. So that's all I did, a little bit of that. Alright, that little sizzle means she's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is and my mom always tells me, you know the pancakes are ready when they're all bubbled up. That's the biggest weight. So while we're waiting for that, got my side here. I've got some Smith's red and white sausage that I mixed up, half hot, half regular, made it into a patty. Probably going to eat a quarter of that because I'm trying to lose a little weight, hit the treadmill. I'm up to 20 minutes, time now. I was up to like 65, but then I had an accident. I mean, I know most people will probably think this is funny. I do now, but the thing kept getting faster and faster and faster. And I don't really move that fast. My wife was sitting there watching TV, and I'm like, Stacy, Stacy, Stacy. And it was up to like 3 miles an hour. And I just dropped. And I lost my pants. I lost a bunch of muscle and skin off my knee. It was pretty nasty stuff. And I hadn't really touched it since. I've been walking outside, running around and doing field trips and stuff. But I decided, I'm going to try to do the treadmill. I did a week at 15. I'm going to do another week at 20. I'm going to move up to 25 in 5-minute increments. And hopefully I'll get back up to 65 minutes because there's nothing like cranking out some tunes and walking on the treadmill. It really cleared my head. And I gotta thank Vanessa Carlson for sending me my Woody apron. It's Halloween month. Gotta have some fun. So I guess there's a new sheriff in town for the time being. And like I said, I really appreciate all the support and all the help. And if anybody wants to send me anything or give me some ideas, I greatly appreciate it. I really do. But we'll be right back because I don't want you to sit here and wait and watch for this thing to dry. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we see bubbles. And 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then you're supposed to cook this on the side. I'm probably only going to eat this one pancake, you know, cutting back a little bit. But for you guys, I'll have a little pancake. Now, this is Jim's maple syrup. For the sanctity of space in our kitchen, we put it in one of these. But this is Jim's stuff. So, got to support the local guy. And it doesn't have all that high fructose corn syrup crap in it either. There we go, my first successful pancake. Right on television. I mean, Facebook vision. I don't know. So we'll try it again because I got to make sure my wife has pancakes too. We'll be right back. Well, let's see how my first pancakes from scratch turned out. It's pretty good. It's a lot better than Bisquick. So, don't forget, boys and girls, support your local restaurants. Support your state systems of higher education. Let's try some of this sausage. That's good. Mixing it 50-50 gives it just the right amount of kick for me. So remember, be kind, be excellent to one another, and stay tuned because Wednesday is going to be brisket and burnt ends. And a tomato pie, but brisket and burnt ends. Have a nice day.